Surrounded by the foothills of Satpura Mountains lay a cluster of tribal villages, each hamlet pushed deep in the forests and untouched by modernity. The deep slumber and silence is characteristic of the very ambient of these villages. Centuries of neglect, exploitation, and the apathy of the administration have greatly added to the sad plight of this unfortunate population who were living a life against all odds. The benefits of the government programs always eluded these far-flung villages, and the dream of development were a mere mirage. Usri is one of the centrally located villages from where access to the interior villages is possible. Usri literally means barren. The undulating terrain, unproductive land, and hostile circumstances have added to their woes. Due to the uncertainty in the farming sector, seasonal migration of the people to distant towns has become commonplace. Farmers are increasingly becoming either landless or bonded laborers, as scrupulous money lenders are wrenching their small lands away from them because they can never pay back their debts. Thus, the story of Usri is a long story of pathetic exploitation and the sad plight of an oppressed people, literally reduced to be mute and voiceless. It was in this backdrop a mission was launched in 1993 under the aegis of the CMI congregation, and many supporting organizations joined hands. It was named Sanjeevani to mean the source of life abundant. It was a clarion call to usher in tribal leadership, envisaging community development through a process of people organizations and decision making at the local community level.
I had worked with tribal population in some districts of Madhya Pradesh. Generally, the tribals are exploited and underprivileged people. But here I have observed extremely exploited and backward people due to poverty, unfertile landholding, undulated hilly terrains, disintegration of tribal community due to seasonal migration for agricultural labor and illiteracy. Moreover, the clutches of the moneylenders forced them to be bonded laborers and their dependents. Suppression down through centuries did not allow tribal community to evolve their own leadership.
भाई जब यहाँ कोई धंधा ही नहीं था, पेट पलान के काज कोई हम बता आश्रय नहीं था, तो जाते थे, क्योंकि हमारी जो खेती थी वो हम बता सब पड़ती पड़ी रहती, हम उसमें बो नहीं पाते थे। अगर खेत बखरे हैं तो हमारे पास बीज नहीं है तो बीज बो नहीं पाते। बैल बखर नहीं है, फिर बैल बखर अगर हम है तो पानी नहीं है, इसलिए हमको जाने पड़ती थी। सूखा रूखा तो पहले से बहुत पड़ते आए। जिन्हें कहते आगे सियाने जा कहते कि भैया अंध मंद बोए किसान और जे को पच गया वो को सियाने ऐसे बोलते।
पहले हमारे यहाँ गरीबी थी तो हम लोग सब हवेली काम चले जाते, और एक समस्या जहाँ थी कि हम जो पैसा कोई से देवे तो 10 रुपये सैकड़ा देना पड़ते, उससे बच गया। अब हमारे पास बीज नहीं रहते तो खेती कहीं बोला थोड़ी बहुत पड़ी रहती। अब बीज की समस्या हमारी हल हो गई, अब बीज हम बोने लगे, वो खेती पैदा करने लगे, बीज हमारे पास खुद बन गया।
पहले हमें बहुत परेशानी थी सब पैसों के लिए, किसी से लेते हैं तो बहुत महंगा ब्याज मिलता है।
I had a dream of empowering tribals by evolving and strengthening their leadership. The weaker are to be strengthened and the strong to be made stronger. They are to decide for themselves.
The initial interaction with the local populace was through a process of rapport building and conscientization. Development was conceived as the outcome of the mass awareness, concerted efforts of the people of a village. Hence, launching of development projects was not imperative to begin with. Sanjeevani made all-out efforts to learn the local culture, customs, needs and strengths of these people in travail, and a host of awareness programs were innovated with the help of voluntary agencies and animators. The important aspect of their approach was participatory planning and participatory implementation of development programs. Street plays, folk songs and folk dances added to their repertoire.
रुकिए, आप लोग कहाँ जा रहे हैं?
ना जाने कौन से जन्मों के पाप किए थे, ये मिट्टी हमसे रूठ गई बाबा।
नारायण नारायण, कैसी गगन भेदी गूंज उठ रही है। हिल उठा है इंद्र का सिंहासन, धरती पर बज रहे हैं खाली वासन। चलें, देखें, आनंद लें।
प्रणाम मुनिवर। ये पृथ्वीवासी मिट्टी और पानी का रोना रो रहे हैं। इनकी चीख पुकारों से मेरा सिंहासन डोलने लगा है। आप कुछ उपाय कीजिए मुनिवर।
Regular village panchayats expedited their decision-making and deliberations.
आप बोलिए, आप शामिल हो जाएंगे?
Classes on related subjects were given to all sections of people to orientate them towards the set goals.
15 गाँव में है तो हर गाँव में कार्यकर्ता नियुक्त हैं, तो महिलाओं के लिए अलग, पुरुषों के लिए अलग, सब अपने अपने काम कर रहे हैं। सहायता समूह के बारे में उसमें हम कुछ बता।
IGSS had a vital role in realizing the mission. 3 villages were selected for the integrated development. IGSS helped the projects for economic interventions. Success in these 3 villages boosted us to extend in many other villages. IGSS has been a fellow traveler with us throughout these years.
People realized that the agriculture is the primary source of livelihood for them. A little effort to motivate the farmers to develop their land and water resources would make a change in their lifestyle. The organization called several meetings of the villagers and their leaders. Finally, people themselves suggested about the land and natural resource development programs. Once that was decided, they have not looked back. An effort of long years, but a total change in the situation, 100% stopping of migrated labor. Water brings a lot of changes along with that. In the villages, it is life to people, cattle and plants. The main problem people experienced here was the scarcity of water. With a number of wells and ponds, the whole life situation in these villages is transformed.
Seeing the impact of developmental activities undertaken in these 3 villages, other villages also came to us asking for similar activities in their villages as well. Thus, from 3 villages, our work got extended to 19 villages. The primary thrust of our activities in the beginning was to make the people economically self-reliant. Our activities like land clearing, well renovation, village ponds, seed bank and organic farming have to a greater extent helped achieve this goal.
यहाँ पूरे आदिवासी लोग हैं, इसके सभी के पास ज़मीन थी लेकिन खेती नहीं कर पा रहे थे। कौन से कारण? जो उबड़ खाबड़ थी, पत्थर थी, बंजर भूमि थी, इसलिए खेती नहीं कर पा रहे थे। तो ज़मीन करने के लिए समतल बनाया गया, ठूंठ खोदा गया, पत्थर खोदे गए, उसके बाद ज़मीन करे। तो यहाँ पानी नहीं था, तो पानी के लाने तालाब बनाए, कुआं बनाए, कुआं की मरम्मत करे, तालाब बनाए, इस बात से सींच करे। सींचने के बाद फसल पैदा कर रहे हैं यहाँ के लोग।
The whole approach was well accepted by the people and even by the government authorities. The organization has become a consultant organization for district development programs, and the public and the government have been in full support of the mission of Sanjeevani.
अपना बीज, अपना खाद, अपना पानी, on seed, on manure, on means of irrigation has become the motto of the people. Agricultural income from their own lands has effectively put an end to the vicious problem of migration from this village.
The growth of agricultural fortune led them to acquire and adapt knowledge about organic farming. After initial theatrical input sessions, the farmers were taken to other organic farming centers to convince them about the viability of this adventure in farming. Sanjeevani set up a model vermiculture unit and a farm for demonstration. The feasibility and advantages of vermiculture and organic farming soon caught on as wildfire. The village Rathmati was the first one to take it up, and now it is popularly known as Kechua Gram or Vermi village. Each and every house in the village is producing fertilizer out of decayed things around and the cow dung they have in the village in plenty. They also produce pesticides out of the neem seeds and leaves and the urine of cows. They have paved good results. Rathmati became a center of attraction for many villages around and people from outside. The success in this village attracted 16 other villages to adopt vermiculture and organic farming.
हमारे यहाँ उसी संस्था से फादर जी आए, सागर से इंद्र बहादुर जी आए। इनने हमको कहा कि जैविक खेती अपनाने हैं, उससे बहुत लाभ है, केंचुआ पालने हैं। तो हमने इनकी बात नहीं मानी क्योंकि हमें अनुभव नहीं था कि कैसे तरीक़ा से किया जाता है। तो इनने हमको नेंगवा ले गए, नेंगवा को वहाँ केंचुआ दिखाए, खाद दिखाए, फसल दिखाए, हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा। तो वहाँ से आते ही हमने दूसरे दिन शुरुआत यहाँ कर दी।
हमारे यहाँ जो केंचुए आए हैं तो हम उनसे इतनी फ़ायदा हमें का, उनसे हम खाद भी बनाते हैं और वही खाद हम खेत में डालते हैं। तो उससे हमें इतनी फ़ायदा है का दाना अच्छा निकालते हैं।
को हम फसलों में अभी उपयोग भी किया है, जिनसे हमको बहुत लाभ हुआ है।
Seeing their enthusiasm and development of these villages through organic farming, the Department of Agriculture came forward to support these people with an amount of Rs 2,300 for each family towards producing Nadeb compost. With an expert hand, people are provided with the technical know-how of the vermi compost and Nadeb preparation. Development has no one name. The next major breakthrough was the introduction of 258 biogas plants in the villages, thus bringing about the optimum use of cow dung available in the villages. IGSSS supported this project, which has been a revolutionary breakthrough in the rural areas. The filling of the biogas plant has become one of the morning rituals for all the families in these villages. This has reduced their labor, saved cost of fuel, and freed them from their dependency on forests, promoted environmental protection, saved them from eye and lung diseases, and provided them a smoke-free atmosphere.
गोबर गैस से जल्दी खाना बनता, लकड़ी लेने जंगल नहीं जाते।
गोबर गैस से फायदा होती है, लकड़ी की बचत होती है, तेल की बचत होती है और आँखों में धुआं नहीं लगता।
Apna Gaon or Apna Jungle, our village and our forest. This feeling has gone deep down into their hearts. The development of the village and the preservation of the forest, they have understood as their own responsibility. Under the leadership of Sanjeevani Usri, the villagers have constructed 258 gobar gas plants. With the starting of gobar gas plants, cutting of forest for firewood is almost stopped.
The major breakthrough of development came with the formation of SHGs, that is self-help groups. SHGs on the one hand freed the people from the clutches of money lenders, and on the other hand it led the way towards the emergence of tribal leadership.
The self-help groups have changed the face of the villages. On the one hand, it is instrumental in freeing the villagers from the clutches of money lenders. Whenever they need money in emergency situations like sickness or for marriage, they don't go anymore to the money lenders or sahukas. They take it from the fund that they have deposited in their SHGs. They learned two things: deposit their extra income and give back the loans that they have taken. On the other hand, it has helped the emergence of new leaderships in the community, and SHGs have become the veins of these communities.
In these 17 villages, there are 56 self-help groups. SHGs have grown to such an extent that since the last 2.5 years, none of the villages go to any money lender for any type of loan or borrowings. The groups have accounts in the UCO Bank that they operate well. Earlier, money lenders used to take exorbitant rate of interest for the amount they lent, and grabbed the land or valuables of the people, mortgaged if they failed to return the debt.
किसी से लेते हैं तो बहुत महंगा ब्याज मिलता है। फिर हम समूह की सोची, महिलाओं इकट्ठे किए।
बाहर से ब्याज पैसे लेते 10 रुपये सैकड़ा से, समूह से लेते हैं तो 2 रुपये, इसलिए हमने समूह बनाया।
जब समूह बनाने से बहुत सी सुविधाएं हो गई समझो। फिर पहले के आदमी पैसा देला ढूंढे, सेठ साहूकारों है, बैंक के जाए, आफड़ दूकड़ बहुत परेशानी होती थी, तो वे समस्या अब सब दूर हो चुकी हैं।
शादी ब्याह में अगर हमें 4000 की भी ज़रूरत है तो हमें जो आधी रात के पैसा दे देते हैं जो समूह वाले, और हम पूरा व्यापारी के पास जाते हैं तो वे कहते हैं कि यार 10 रुपये प्रति सैकड़ा से दे, नहीं तो फिर खेती रखो, नहीं तो बेल लिखाओ, नहीं तो चीज़ें लाओ, जब पैसा मिलेगा। अगर यहाँ से मगर हमको बिना बैलों के पैसे मिल जाते, इससे हमारी बढ़ोतरी भाई, तो इसी से हम चकाचक हैं,
हमारा गांव भी चकाचक।
The SHGs started seed banks also. They themselves managed the distribution and collection of seeds. The formation of the apex body of the SHGs came as a natural process of the development of SHGs work. The elected members, 2 each, 1 man and 1 woman from every village community, formed the apex body. Through discussions and deliberations, they decide for the development of the villages and grant special loans. Through the loans from this body, some groups have bought tractors, other threshers, or in the case of bonded labourers, paid as redundancy. This body has helped in strengthening the village panchayats and raising the quality of education in the village schools.
Through SHGs and its central apex body, these villages have emerged from the mute exploited people to self-sufficient and decision-making people. Sanjeevani has given them a new mantra. For the people, it's a journey from voicelessness to decision-making. It's a journey from exploitation and poverty to economic prosperity. They realized that it's not someone coming from outside to redeem them. They themselves have the power to be their own saviors. It was their own strong will that led the path. They learned to dream and they saw it realized.
संघ में सभी प्रतिनिधि रहते हैं, तो सभी प्रतिनिधि मतलब हर एक गांव से एक प्रतिनिधि से पूछते हैं कि किसी को पैसा देना है तो सभी से पूछते हैं, मतलब सभी गांव के प्रतिनिधियों से पूछते हैं।
और जो भी समस्याएं रहती हैं तो वो समस्या मतलब बैठक करके सब लोग निर्णय करते हैं। समूह से मतलब किसी को चक्की लेना है या थ्रेसर लेना है समूह वालों को, या ट्रैक्टर लेना है, तो उनको समस्याओं को मतलब संघ से मतलब बैठक करके निर्णय लेते हैं।
ये हमने ट्रैक्टर लिया है, ये मेरे अकेले का नहीं है, समूह का है। अगर हम ये समूह नहीं बनाया होता तो ये ट्रैक्टर भी नहीं ले पाते हम।
ये हमारा समूह का थ्रेसर है, समूह के पैसे से इसको खरीदा है, और हम भी काटाई करते गहाई और दूसरों को भी देते किराया से।
किसी गांव से प्रस्ताव आते, किसी गांव का एक आदमी हरवाई लगा है तो उसको वहाँ छुटकारा पाने के लिए संघ से पैसा लेते हैं, तो वहाँ जमा करते हैं, वहाँ से फिर छुटकारा लेके वो आ जाता है हरवाई वाला, तो फिर किस्त बंदी यहाँ चुका देता है।
मेरी शादी के लिए पैसा लिए थे पिताजी ने, वो नहीं पटे तो हरवाही करता रहा 15 साल। फादर जी ने पैसा दिए हमको, जब वो ऐसे देखे आए जब छूटे।
Sanjeevani Usri has been associated with IGSSS for the past 8 to 10 years and have been most successful partner of IGSSS in the development field in the state of Madhya Pradesh. They worked with a limited staff, in fact, a director and an assistant. Through self-help groups farmers groups and youth groups, Sanjeevani aimed at building up a strong leadership among the community and build the capacity of the leaders to make decisions for themselves. As a matter of fact, it is always been a pleasure to visit this organization and the villagers. During the implementation of the programs, it used to be the whole village bubbling with spirit and enthusiasm. It is a clear indication of a people's movement and empowerment.
Sanjeevani is a success story today. The tribals are an awakened people now. The once voiceless now speak loudly for themselves and for others. Sanjeevani has successfully ignited the people by instilling in them a strong and rightful pride and a hope against all oddities of life. The nightmare of migration is a thing of the past. They know that the impossible is more than a fictitious monster. They now are pledged to tread the path to progress with stupendous determination and human dignity. As the fields turn greener, their homes become richer and their countenance brighter. Well, they have a lesson or two for us all, as their lives converge into an eternal dance in perfect harmony.